Hey guys, thanks for clicking on my link. My name is Alexandra, and in these next few minutes, I'm going to give you the breakdown of my career passion. So, beginning from the top, according to Brenner's ecological system, it states that the last two layers of the ecosystem, being formal and informal systems, surround our domain, and the macro system are based on our overall beliefs and values. These layers offer both insight to passion and bias behind the careers that we often choose, and many influenced experience have brought me to lead the life of middle class expectations. Traveling abroad in my teen years has allowed me the experience and the beauty of wisdom in other cultures and countries. The motivation and success shown from my mother with stressful days of work and tired long nights have paid off, for now she has a special education degree at the very elementary school I attended growing up as a child. Coming from a military family, the essence of friendships are very essential in many relationships throughout our lives. Believing that I had to fit into this perfect image of what other people perceived for being good enough for me was a negative bias. As we learned in lesson 4, that defined the definition of implicit bias that we harbor unintentionally, is much stickier, much more difficult to eradicate. As to where now, I let my passion of being genuine and the success of caring for others guide me to the correct doors of being open for what I need to do in my future. Ultimately, I'd love to pursue a career in education, early education, with 3rd and 4th graders. Naturally, taking care of others, and more or less specifically children, is just who I am. Both in raising my nephew for some years now and the influence from my stepmother has persuaded me to know that I can take on those tougher battles to be some child's game changer. Knowledge gained in lesson 1 regarding the exercise in the article, Why It's So Important to Know Your Strengths and Weaknesses, had us list 5 weaknesses and 5 strengths. This did help me have a clearer understanding of my own personal reflections in my chosen career. My interest with being an educator begins with being a positive impact on the local community. Also, my want for this career lies in what is truly needed for a student's success in terms of creating my own classroom enables true inspiration of students. And the need to become an educator grows every day as I use the different learning tools and efforts to build communication skills and the simplistic understandings of what children and my specific child needs every day. We also learned that continuing professional development, or CPD, otherwise known as lifelong learning, is the means by which people maintain the knowledge and skills related to their professional lives. CPD can manifest itself in various forms, of formal education courses to learning through everyday work practices. Continuing professional development creates the measure in which teachers can have a more positive direct on the impact of a child's life. Being that Arizona has a shortage of teachers and is 47th in education, the need for hardworking teachers is crucial now more than ever. More teachers in Arizona's public schools can only increase the knowledge spread to each individual student. In obtaining my degree, it does take a few steps to become a certified teacher with the Board of Education. First thing, I'll have to get my bachelor's degree in elementary education. Completing an internship in an elementary school classroom would give me a heads up for what I'd have looking forward to. Then I take my state licensing exam. Once I pass that, I can then apply for the license through the State Board of Education. Once I receive my license, then I can begin to apply for open positions in the local elementary schools around town. And part of my professional development as a teacher with students and with parents is very successful to communication. I will always do my best to connect with transparency, dignity, and respect in conversations, while also engaging others to share opinions and success of accomplished goals to ensure that they are heard and feel involved too. To maintain an effective teaching degree, you must renew your state teaching license, I believe every 5 years, with 180 certification points, which can be done through the local professional development opportunities. My expected plan in 3 years will be seeing myself graduate, hopefully becoming a teacher in the local district. I intend to pursue my career here in Arizona as a local teacher. 5 years down the road, I'd want to know if I can pursue into higher degrees of education, and then a 10-year out plan could be a possible footsteps behind my mother in the work of special education. So hey guys, thanks again for listening in and hanging out, hearing why I like to pursue my career in education, and it is so special to me. Thanks.